What's up, guys? Just the day after Christmas. How are you feeling? Are you still full from Christmas food? I personally am. Anyway, welcome back to News for You. My name is Tracy, and we're always on Form to Inform, bombarding with no warning. Here's what's coming up tonight.
In the headlines, EC receives more ballot papers. Ugandans urge to vote. Pope Leo calls for peace. What a year for social media. Let's get started. The Electoral Commission has so far received 2 batches of ballot papers for use in the January 2026 presidential and parliamentary elections. While receiving the latest consignment from a Dubai-based printing and publishing company, the EC chairperson Justice Simon Byabakama said the deliveries mark a key milestone in preparations for the polls. He disclosed that more batches of ballot papers are expected to arrive in phases, with all the consignments due in the country by January 5, 2026. Justice Byabakama assured the public that the Commission is working to ensure timely delivery, secure handling, and proper distribution of all electoral materials ahead of polling day. Ugandans have been urged to actively participate in the forthcoming general elections and exercise their right to vote despite growing concerns about the electoral process and the prevailing political climate. During Christmas Mass at Lubaga Cathedral, religious leaders called on citizens not to lose faith in the democratic process. Nearly all speakers strongly condemned the violence that has marked election campaigns and decried the continued suffering of citizens linked to political activities. They appealed for peaceful participation, respect for life and dignity, and urge leaders and supporters to prioritize unity and stability as the country heads towards the polls. Pope Leo XIV has called on Christians worldwide to be messengers of hope, peace, and mercy as he led the Christmas Day Mass at St. Peter's Basilica in Vatican City. Addressing about 26,000 faithful gathered inside the Basilica and at St. Peter's Square, the Pope said Christmas is not just a celebration, but a call for believers to live out Christ's values in their daily lives. He urged Christians to remain pilgrims of hope even as the Jubilee year draws to a close. The pontiff also appealed for prayers for people affected by war, particularly in Ukraine, Gaza, and called on parties in conflict to embrace dialogue and peaceful solutions. He further prayed for peace in other troubled regions, especially in Africa, including South Sudan, Mali, Burkina Faso, and the Democratic Republic of Congo. 2025 has been a defining year for social media, shaped by rising political control, digital activism, and global debates over online freedom and safety. Platforms once seen as spaces for expression are increasingly becoming arenas for regulation and political influence. In the United States, TikTok parent company ByteDance faced one of its toughest moments yet as lawmakers pushed forward with a nationwide ban over national security concerns tied to data privacy and foreign ownership, which later led to the owner signing binding agreements with American and global investors to operate its business in the U.S. Across Africa, Nigeria moved to restrict TikTok Live, citing regulatory and safety concerns, while Ethiopia arrested several high-profile TikTok creators over alleged incident dressing at a major awards event, sparking outrage over freedom of expression. In Uganda, social media remains central to political engagement, youth mobilization, and election-related discourse, even as authorities warned against misuse. While in Australia, a landmark law was passed banning children under 16 from accessing social media, intensifying the global conversation on teen mental health, online safety, and parental responsibility. By year's end, social media in 2025 stood powerful yet contested and caught between influence, regulation, and the fight to remain open and accessible.
And that is a wrap for tonight, guys. As always, please do leave a like, share, comment, subscribe, all that good stuff, and I'll catch you again